From her parents' backyard to the big field, Rose Zhang has been proving herself as one of the best golfers in her time. As her career has advanced, she's been living a fairly private life, so here are things that you probably didn't know about the golfer. Rose Zhang was first introduced to golf when she was around 10 years old. Her parents emigrated to the US from China, and one day, her dad's friend came visiting. He brought along some golf clubs and Rose Zhang played with them in the backyard. At her third swing, she successfully hit the ball and her father was impressed. So he got her a golf coach and her life hasn't remained the same.
The highlights from earlier in her professional debut. How about the start today for Rose Zhang?
Got off to a really good start with 2.
As Rose Zhang started improving in golf, she had the option of going pro or going to college. She decided to go to Stanford University and play for her school. Well, it wasn't an entirely bad decision because it helped her to master teamwork in competitive playing.
Pulled away from the field, carding just 1 bogey in her first 36 holes. There was another battle happening on the...
Golf is an independent sport, and it's very hard to lose the essence of working together if you stay at the game for long. Rose Zhang said that her parents had always hammered on teamwork all her life, so playing for Stanford helped her practice the culture she had learned and improve her golf career.
Heard last year there was a lot of rain, so this year's a little bit different, which is really nice for everyone, and I've been enjoying it from the pro.
Her coach at Stanford University calls her the Mozart of golf because of how much effort and dedication she puts into the sport, which is not so common among other players of the game. The amount of effort and dedication she put into the game eventually started paying off for her in college, because in 2022, she became the first student athlete to sign an NIL deal with big corporation Adidas and Callaway Golf. An NIL deal is a way for student athletes to earn money, and most times, these deals typically come from smaller brands.
It was a whirlwind, to be honest. I went into college thinking that...
So the amount of money a student athlete can make is quite low compared to the amount of work they do, and they also don't get a lot of exposure. But Rose's NIL deal with Adidas and Callaway Golf got her hundreds of thousands of dollars yearly.
I believe that this entire team is one of the most special 10 people that we will...
A year after getting the deal, she upgraded the contract by going pro and becoming an official Adidas ambassador. According to Tim McNulty, the head of sport marketing at Adidas Golf, said Rose is an elite golf athlete who represents the future of the women's game. Her accomplishments to date are extraordinary, but we know she's determined to be the best in the sport, and that's something we're excited to support as she begins this next chapter of making history.
Yeah, that's money. And your spin's gone up.
Rose Zhang seems to have a thing for making history and breaking records, because when she got into Stanford University, she ensured she broke Tiger Woods' long-standing record. Well, Rose didn't particularly plan on breaking the record, as she just wanted to play the game she loved the most and get her degree, but it happened. She got 12 victories in 20 starts as a Stanford student, which beat Tiger Woods' record of 11 victories in 26 starts. The difference was glaring and very impressive for an amateur golfer. This record also made her the first golfer to ever win 2 NCAA individual titles. A passionate golfing expert, if you ask me.
Zhang one back on the tee at 12.
Deciding to go down the left side, but this one might be just a little...
Apart from being a golfer, Rose Zhang is quite skilled in ping pong, tennis and badminton. As a child, her dad explored all these different sports with her to keep her busy, and as a fast and dedicated learner, she learned well. But the one she enjoyed the most was golfing, and her father didn't have to monitor her doing it when he discovered she enjoyed the game. So if Rose decides to venture into a new sport, it won't be so hard for her to adapt because she likely already plays it. An interesting athletic genius. One of the most impressive parts of Rose Zhang as a golfer is her swing.
From his expertise, and now that I'm able to kind of work with him again.
When Rose Zhang swings her club, she makes an almost full turn with her upper body and hits the ball with so much strength and gusto, sending it flying into the cup. Her swing is so impressive and is a result of over 9 years of practice. After her dad discovered her interest in golf, he employed George Pinal to teach her how to swing. Those lessons paid off because that swing has helped her win multiple games, awards and endorsement deals.
And when even with misses like that, players can take confidence and say,
In 2023, Rose Zhang went pro and joined the LPGA Tour. After all the hard work and effort she had put in over the years, she was finally ready to take the biggest stage and show a larger audience how much she could do. And trust us when we say she doesn't disappoint, because she won the very first LPGA tournament. The only person that's ever done that was Beverly Hansen in 1951, 72 years before Rose went pro and many decades before she was even born. She broke another record almost like it was nothing and proved that she's going to be one of the biggest names in the LPGA.
Looks to be aiming just right of our camera tower there, Kay.
Rose Zhang loves the game of golf, and it's obvious in her track record. She breaks records and sets new ones, showing that she can do whatever she sets her mind to. Anyway, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed watching, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.